Today, we're going to talk about the amazing benefits of ginger and turmeric for longevity and overall health. Turmeric's actually been used for traditional healing, Ayurvedic healing, traditional medicines for thousands of years. I like to think about it as a colorful spice that you can actually use for cooking as well. And what's in turmeric is something called curcumin. Now, curcumin is a bioactive that does a lot of really powerful things. Curcumin lowers inflammation in your body. It's sort of the OG, one of the original anti-inflammatory substances. All right, that's what curcumin does, anti-inflammatory. Curcumin also can cut off the blood supply, feeding cancer. So it's anti-angiogenic. This is something that I did work on years ago and to help discover that activity. Curcumin also is antioxidant, so it actually protects your DNA. Look, we all have DNA in our body. It's our genetic instructions. They make proteins. You don't want them to be damaged because when your DNA is damaged, it's called a mutation. What does mutation set you up for? Cancer. So protecting your DNA with an antioxidant property of curcumin found in turmeric is actually another benefit. The other thing that turmeric actually does is it slows down cellular aging. Now, this is different than actually reversing aging, like you don't turn into a baby when you have it, but it actually gets your cells chilled out a little bit so you're not as, your cells are not speeding up and going towards a more aged state. All right, so it slows down cellular aging. And in fact, it can actually help to slow down the burning down of your telomeres. These are actually the kind of like the fuses at the end of your DNA that burn down as we age. It slows that whole process down. So that's turmeric. Now, what's in ginger? Ginger has a bioactive called gingerol. Now, gingerol has been studied. It's anti-inflammatory. It is antioxidant. It also cuts off the blood supply to tumors. This is something I worked on as well. And gingerol also can actually improve metabolism and help to lower lipids as well. All right, now let's talk about the benefit of turmeric and ginger together when it comes to longevity and overall health. One of the things that this combination of turmeric and ginger that I think would be really good for is joint health. Now, obviously, as we get older, our joints suffer from wear and tear. You get inflammation, you get pain, osteoarthritis. And it turns out that ginger and turmeric, when you combine their anti-inflammatory properties together, can actually be a balm for inflammation in your body. And what better tissue to actually aim at is to actually lower inflammation in your joints. Sure, you can take a pill, a non-steroidal, but actually taking turmeric and ginger, adding it to your food is a wonderful way to get some of this, all their bioactives in, to be able to help that vulnerability of aging, which is really joint pain and joint compromise. Okay, the other thing that I think that turmeric and ginger are great for, think about it, brain health. Now, when we actually are aging, one of the things that we really want to avoid is dulling of the brain, cognitive deficits. You know, where's my keys? Now I can't remember. What did you just say? What's my name? You want to avoid that. So it turns out that it's thought that inflammation plays a role. Brain inflammation plays a role. So both turmeric and ginger have these wonderful properties that can actually be anti-inflammatory in nature. The other thing that occurs, we think, is that oxidative stress in the brain damages neurons, the nerves in your brain. And so the antioxidant properties of both ginger and turmeric are really, really great to be able to help as part of an overall lifestyle plan to be able to calm down your inflammation and oxidative stress in your brain as we age. So for better cognitive health. All right. The other thing is turmeric and ginger good for is cardiovascular health. All right. Now, again, inflammation within your blood vessels, your arteries. That's a setup for atherosclerosis, which is building up of cramp on the lining. Okay, this is sort of lipids and other inflammatory proteins. It forms a crust on inside your blood vessels. When you hear about somebody having a heart attack with blockages, that's really because the crust is actually formed, the gunk is formed inside your blood vessel because of damaged blood vessels to that inner lining, the endothelial lining of your blood vessels. So anything that's anti-inflammatory actually can help counter those effects that can cause cardiovascular disease. That's the accumulation of gunk material, lipids, that caused by inflammation that can actually cause blockages, narrowing and blockages, whether it's in the heart, which sets you up for a heart attack, in the brain, sets you up for vascular dementia, as well as stroke in your neck, the carotid arteries, and in your legs, that can cause peripheral arterial disease. Now, this is actually a silent kind of heart disease, except it's not in your heart, it's in your legs. Well, your blood vessels are very narrow, so the muscles of your leg aren't getting enough oxygen, so you seize up and cramp. And this is actually, when this actually happens, you could be walking down the parking lot just 100 feet, and then you got to stop and rest. All right, your muscles need to completely stop their work so they can actually load up again, get rid of the lactic acid, and get more oxygen. Or walking in a shopping center or a shopping mall, you just walk a few stores length and now you cramp up. That is actually peripheral arterial disease. So ginger and turmeric, with their anti-inflammatory effects, help to protect blood vessels. But the gingerol of ginger and the curcumin of turmeric also directly groom the health of the lining of the blood vessels, the endothelial cells, that inner lining, okay? And so they also directly help vascular health, the health of your blood vessels, so you get better blood flow. Better blood flow, better heart function. Better blood flow, better brain function. And by the way, this also applies to your legs, it applies to all your organs. It applies also to erectile function as well. You want good blood flow in every part of your body. So when it comes to brain health, cardiovascular health, when it comes to joint health, turmeric and ginger are really, really useful foods to be used as part of the tool in the toolbox, the food as medicine. But every bit as importantly, I want to let you know that ginger and turmeric are great foods to cook with, whether they're dried form or whether they're fresh form. And look, if you don't know how to use these ingredients, it's so simple. Type in ginger and turmeric, go on to Google, hit search, recipe, hit search, punch up video, and watch somebody teach you some of the recipes that they love to make to create a tasty dish you created using the healthy ingredients of turmeric and ginger. I hope you found this helpful, and thank you for watching. Hi there. If you enjoyed watching this video, I know you'll love the next one. Stay here and check it out.